My name is Doug Keller, and I'm here to also run for Congress against David Wu and take his place in that seat. I'm going to start out by just saying, when you ask questions, I'll talk a little bit more about my platform, but you can also see that online. I think everybody has a card or something that gives you the website. My full platform is on there, and I'll sum up my platform with one sentence. I believe that Americans have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness from conception until natural death. And everything else kind of springs from that one sentence. My background, I was born in New Zealand, and my dad was a concentration camp survivor from World War II. The Japanese invaded Indonesia, put him into an intern camp, and then he actually had to recover from that in New Zealand, which is where he became a citizen there. And then came back with my mom. He met my mom in New Zealand, had me and another brother. And then he decided that there was no opportunity in New Zealand because the government had so much control over the economy. It was moving in a socialist direction. So what we had to do to get that opportunity is my dad decided that we wanted to actually move to the United States, the country that took him out of that concentration camp in Indonesia. So we did it legally. We had to go to Canada. We had to go to Canada and spend 3 years there living on a farm. I'm really fortunate today. My mom was able to accompany me here to this meeting, and you can talk to her about that farm. It was great for us kids, but it was no good for her. It was North Battleford, Saskatchewan. If you've ever been to Nebraska, you can multiply that by 10, and that's what it's like to live there. So 3 years, tough times for her. For me, not too bad, a kid running around on a farm. And hanging drywall, I know that's hard stuff, so... So that's why I'm running for Congress. So we came here to the United States, and my dad was able to get a good job. He got a job with a TriMet, but that was not enough for us to get through, so we had to open up a small business. My mom still runs that small business today called Bridal Blossoms. And we got to grow up in a house with that business to see what it's like to run a small business, hire employees, lose employees, and what it's like to live up to the regulations and paying taxes and how that affects a business. Very important. I graduated from Sunset High School. I was fortunate enough to also, like David Robinson, get an appointment to the Naval Academy. Mark Hatfield was the one who gave me my appointment. I spent 4 years there getting a degree in ocean physics, and then went to flight school and picked up a really nice jacket after the Naval Academy. And I was a naval aviator with in the Navy for the next 20 years. So in 2007, I retired with 20 years of service, and then actually get him out of the way. Yeah, 20 years of service in the Navy. Then I retired in 2007, went to work for Evergreen Helicopters down in McMinnville, and that's where I served until last October when I started doing this full time. My education is that ocean physics degree. Also, I have a master's degree that I picked up while I was a flight instructor in Pensacola. It's a civilian master's of science and management degree. It from Troy State University, has a good background in business and also economics. The other thing that I did was I spent a year at the resident course of the Army's Command and General Staff College, which is in Fort Leavenworth, Kansas. And what that did was it gave me a nice background in foreign relations, the military, not just the Navy, but all the services. And it gave me a nice way to look at diplomacy and foreign relations. So I feel like I have a good background to move into something like the House Armed Services Committee or something like that that our representative can't seem to get on a committee like that. So what I'd like to do today is just ask you for your support and for your votes, and to please give me a shot, take a look at my website, see where I stand on the issues, and ask me the tough questions. One of the things I have been doing is I have not been accepting PAC money. I have not been accepting money from large corporations, and I'm setting my own agenda as far as campaign finance reform goes. I think you have to actually live it. You can't just try to put a law in place, and that's what I'm doing. So all my donations are from individuals, and that's where my bread and butter is. It has put me in a disadvantage, as you can see by the number of signs around, but my signs are good. And And we have a great team in place, and my campaign manager is actually one of my classmates from the Naval Academy. He's a submarine guy, so this isn't nuclear science, but I've got a nuclear scientist working for me for free. So, all right, thank you very much.